Hey friends, this is Melissa Correa, and welcome to my YouTube version of my blog, Consider More. If you'd like to find the writing of today's blog, head over to melissacorrea.blog, where you can read for yourself at your own pace. If not, here we go with a blog that I published on March 20th of 2025. It's titled The Gray Zone. When it comes to the color, is it gray or gray? G-R-A-Y or G-R-E-Y? There's nothing like an obscure question during an internal dialogue to derail me from getting to the root of the problem. Unintended. According to the calendar and my body, God willing, I'll celebrate my 41st birthday in about 2 months. I'm doing everything I can to brace for impact. I'm upping my vitamin intake. Whisking 5 grams of creatine into a cold glass of water is now part of my daily morning routine. My Oura Ring tracks my sleep, stress levels, heart rate, and resilience. I finally took time to research taxes, and for the first time ever, I actually understand how they work. I slather on organic beef tallow cream to moisturize every inch of my face, arms, and legs, and gray hair has officially entered the chat. Aging is inevitable. Aging gracefully is an investment. How much are you willing to pay? I asked myself after learning both G-R-A-Y and G-R-E-Y are acceptable spellings for the color commonly used to describe the in-between. The journalist in me always starts with facts. I love a good refresh. Over the years, I've ping-ponged from blonde to brunette, chunky highlights, lowlights, bangs, grow it long, chop it off. At one point, I swear, photographers would quietly laugh and say that I look like a member of BTS, a Korean pop band. But over the last couple of years, I have focused on coloring the gray hair that would inevitably sprout from my roots. At the hair salon, I pony up $80 every 12 weeks to hide the gray. There are 52 weeks in a year, which divides into 4 visits to my hair guru annually. Factor in the tip, and for color alone, I pay about $400 a year to blur reality. At 38, that made sense, but I'm wiser now and a little more prudent. So for fun, let's tackle another math problem. If I color my hair from now until I'm 60, multiply 400 by 20, and you get $8,000. Next, I consider reality. The reality is, at some point, I'm going to have to embrace the gray. So the next question is, how long do I want to live in the gray zone? Follow my train of thought here. I'm single and looking. Does hiding my gray improve my odds? Does gray hair really age me? And will aging hold me back from fully living my life? Am I afraid of aging? And there it is, like a pesky sliver of gray shooting out from my sea of dark brown, the heart of the matter, aging. Acknowledging age is so weird sometimes, isn't it? We say such interesting things in some bizarre verbal dance to be nice, especially to women. Oh, you're celebrating your 21st birthday today, when we're obviously not. Or people will tell my 68-year-old mom she looks just like my sister. Okay. I hear female friends describe themselves as old at 35, 40, or 50. Fine. But don't clump me in with your inaccurate description. Or as a birthday approaches, I'll hear someone say, I don't want to turn a year older. Don't remind me. On the other hand, I follow this hilarious and sassy 95-year-old woman on Instagram. She is so proud to be 95. I'm so proud she's 95. She reminds me that potentially I could have 55 more years of life to live and have a pizza party to celebrate another year well lived. How awesome would that be? Oxford defines awesome as extremely impressive or daunting, something that inspires admiration, apprehension, or fear. Aging is awesome. It can be scary because the only thing that truly stops aging is death. Some of the saddest moments of my journalism career involve death. death of grandparents, parents, or children, death caused by disease, disaster, or dysfunction in the world. I'll never forget the first time I cut into regular programming. It was a weekend night. I was reporting in Odessa, Texas. I was 23, 1 year out of college, and I had to tell our viewers that 3 Odessa police officers were killed in an ambush. I will never forget weeping for those officers, their families, and our community, alone in the privacy of my 1-bedroom apartment. Reporting on the death of a child or children in the case of mass shootings is something I truly believe changed me at the cellular level. It's not normal to knock on a stranger's door and ask for photos and personal details of a murder victim. But in doing my job, I devoted my full attention to listening to parents reflect on who their children were and the dreams they had for their futures. Those parents would have given anything, sacrificed everything, just so their children could age and blossom for decades to come, maybe even reaching the impressive age of 95. I've watched people struggle with their faith as they questioned God about death and why they just couldn't get one more day, one more year with the people who colored their world in the most beautiful ways. When death, especially unexpected death, is at the doorstep, I've come to learn that most people want nothing more than the life and experiences, memories, and moments that can only come with aging. Life is precious. Aging is a gift. Aging gracefully is a choice. So I'm choosing to move out of the gray and embrace my gray. While reading this, you may think, Melissa, hair is so superficial, no biggie. But to choose to invest within is counterculture in a world that spotlights, advertises, and monetizes our extreme efforts to reverse aging. I feel a bit of freedom in my choice, wisdom in it, and at the very least, I'll pocket $400 over the next 12 months. And to the reader who does not want to embrace the gray, maybe you're not ready, beautiful. Our lives are uniquely our own. I've got your back as you navigate your world in your own authentic way. Aging is inevitable. Aging gracefully is an investment. But more than a financial decision, it's a spiritual one. A reminder to take stock of life's beauty, the fleeting time we have on this planet, and the celebration that comes with the annual blowing out of candles surrounded by the people who matter most. A certain hair color, not required. Thanks for joining me for this blog on Consider More. Again, I'm Melissa Correa. If you'd like to read more or subscribe and get that blog in your inbox, visit melissacorrea.blog. Thanks. Be well.